In this tutorial, we'll take a look at Google Drive layout and settings. We'll take a look at the two different views, how to create and upload files, different ways of sorting your files and folders, and then also changing your settings of your Google Drive. So let's first get to our Google Drive. If I'm at google.com, I can click on the Apps grid and then come down and select Drive. If I didn't want to click on the Apps grid and select Drive, I could just go to the Omnibox and type in drive.google.com and it would get me to my Google Drive. Now you are looking currently at my Google Drive and it's currently by default in list view. But you may want to change it from list view to grid view. Grid view will give you a thumbnail of the document. If you don't remember the name of the document, or you find it easier to visually locate it by the thumbnail, then you may want to select Grid View and then scroll through your document. Now Grid View does take up more space, so you may find that you're doing more scrolling if it's in Grid View, though by default List View will be selected. There are different ways that you can sort documents and folders. Clicking on the word title will sort and bring folders to the top in alphabetical order, and then after folders, documents will be listed. If you want to select last modified, that will put those that have been most recently edited or opened at the top, and then going further back in time with previous ones that you've opened or used. I typically leave mine at last modified, especially if I'm going back to ones that I've used just in the last couple of days or maybe earlier today. I find that that's most convenient. I also typically leave mine on list view because I can view more items on the screen without having to scroll. But you might find that changing the settings gives you a different view or possibly a better view. The display density, comfortable, cozy, or compact, and if you happen to be on a tablet or iPad, you'll have a fourth one there that will make it even more condensed. These will allow you to add a little space in between those items, possibly making it easier to view. Or if you're on a device and trying to make the most of your real estate, then you may want to choose the most condensed, the bottom of these selections, whether you have three or four lists available. Upload settings is going to be real critical when you want to upload documents that you already have created to your Google Drive. In the upload settings, there are three choices that you can select. The first one is convert uploaded files to Google Docs formats. Now when you convert a file to a Google Doc format, it means that it does not count against your quota, which is good. But you may not want to convert every file to a Google Docs format. Say for example you have a Microsoft Word file or a Microsoft PowerPoint file that you want to upload and you want it to stay in a PowerPoint format or a Microsoft Word format. Then you would deselect that first one if that is what you would like to do every time. If you want to convert text from an uploaded PDF and image files, then you can select the second one, and then the third one there asks you to confirm the settings each time that you upload a document. A best practice is that you leave the first one selected and the third one selected. That means anytime I drag and drop an item onto my Google Drive, it's going to ask me to confirm, do I want to convert it to a Google Docs or not. If I don't want to convert it to a Google Docs format, then I can tell it no, don't convert it, but at least it gives me the option. So by default, I would say a best practice is leave the first one selected and the third one selected. If at any time you deselect one and want to go back and change it, just click on your gear icon to access settings, come down to upload settings, and then click the one that you want to enable or disable.